Okay, let's go on to the next topic. Here we go, Chris. This is going to be our second time of doing this. Stock up, stock down. This time though, not from the NFL Combine, but from Ohio State's Pro Day
Mhm.
results. Here we go. So I'm just going to give you some quick names and some numbers, and you're going to tell me stock up, stock down. Let's start with cornerback Cam Brown. He didn't really participate in the combine, but at Pro Day, he measured 6 foot, 197 pounds. He did 10 reps on the bench. That's weak. That is weak.
Yep.
10-yard shuffle was 163, 20-yard shuttle 263, 40-yard dash 4.53. He was expecting faster than that from what I've heard.
Yes.
Three cone drill 7.12, vertical jump 35.5 feet. Broad jump was 9 feet 7 inches, 35.5 inches on the vertical jump.
Yeah.
35 feet would be incredible. Hand measurement was 9 inches, arm measurement 31.5 inches, wingspan 76.5 inches. Cam Brown, stock up, stock down.
You know, I gotta think he's the stock down a little bit, Eric. That time is going to hurt him. You've got to have you got to be fast to be a defensive back at any level, but especially in the NFL. And a 4.5 as a defensive back just isn't going to cut it when you're on the corner.
Yep. Paul agreed with you. Stock down. Moving on. Let's go to Drawn Cage, who I do not believe got to participate in the combine, but
He did
at the
not.
pro day was 6 feet 2 inches, 311 pounds. Shuttle time 1.83, 20-yard shuttle 3.01, 40-yard dash 5.31. Three cone drill 7.89, vertical jump 26 inches, broad jump 8 feet 11 inches, hand measurement was 9 and 7/8 inches, arm measurement 32 and 7/8 inches, wingspan 79 and 7/8 inches. Drawn Cage, Chris. Stock up, stock down.
Well, from the combine, obviously it'd be a stock up, but
Stock up, right?
I mean, there's nowhere to go but up when you didn't have anything to base it on to begin with. Um, he had some
Early
decent
prediction,
numbers.
get drafted or not?
What's that?
Your early prediction, does he get drafted or not?
He could be a late day three guy, but odds are, yeah, I'm gonna say he's a late day three guy. I think maybe he gets into that seventh round. Somebody's gonna take a flyer on him.
I think he gets invited. I don't think he gets drafted. Linebacker, Pelea Gayotiote. Again, this is someone who did not get invited to the NFL Combine. He was 6 feet 1.5 inches,
Mhm.
247 pounds. Did 22 reps on the bench, 1.79 on 10 yard, 2.89 on the 20, 5 seconds flat on the 40. Three cone drill was 7.45, vertical jump 32.5 inches, broad jump 9 feet 7 inches, hand measurement 9 and 7/8 inches, arm measurement 32 inches, wingspan 7.25 inches. Gaotiote, stock up, stock down.
You know, again, he had nowhere to go but up, Eric. He had nothing to compare it to, but I don't think he did enough to really raise his stock. Um, I think he's probably a undrafted invitee somewhere. I think that 5 second time is a little lagging from what he needed. The 5 second 40, you got linebackers trying to cover running backs in the NFL that are running 4.4, 4.5, 4.6. I think that five is a little less than. I'm going to say he's right where he should be. I don't think he's up. I don't think he's down. I think he's probably just holding water, and he's probably an undrafted invitee somewhere.
Safety, Tanner McAllister. Again, another non-invitee to the combine, 5 feet 10 and 10.4 inches, so under 6 foot, 191 pounds. Did 22 reps on the bench. There's Cam Brown. That's what it's supposed to look like. 10-yard shuttle was 1.6, 20-yard 2.59, 40-yard dash 4.44. His three cone drill was 6.9, vertical jump 37 inches, broad jump 10 feet 3 inches, hand measurement 9 and a quarter inches, arm measurement 30 and a quarter inches, wingspan 37 and 5/8 inch. Stock up, stock down. I'm going to go first here and say stock way up because this was
Way
someone
up.
who didn't even think was going to get drafted. He's getting get drafted now.
Yeah, he's going to get drafted. And I think he's probably put himself maybe early on in day three. I don't see him sneaking into day two, but he's going to be early on day three, I think.
He's day
Um,
3. He's day 3.
yeah,
But he's getting drafted
he's
off of
getting
these
drafted, and
numbers.
I don't think he'll be a sixth or seventh rounder. I think he probably sneaks up into the fifth round.
Okay, moving onward here. So that was Tanner McAllister. Let's go ahead and look at let's go to Jackson. Why not? Let's go to Jackson Smith-Njigba. All these questions surrounding him, right? The big one, he did a 40-yard dash in 4.48 and 4.48 seconds on the 40. All the measurements were the same as they were in the combine, so there's no sense in going all over that again. But he did run. He answered questions. Stock up or stock down on JSN.
Stock way up. I mean, way up, Eric. I think that him running, believe it or not, was so key. I feel like he is now the number one receiver off the board after running that 4.48. I firmly believe that he probably goes, and a lot of people may not want to hear this because he's going to be teamed up with an Alabama guy. I think he probably goes 12 to the Texans.
Okay. Brad Oberding says Tanner is the only one who's up. so Brad going against us a little bit there, but hey, that's why we play the game, right? Let's go on to my computer's not wanting to work here. Let's talk about Teron Vincent. 6 feet, 1 1/3 inches, 304 pounds, 26 reps on the bench. Again, that's how impressive Tanner McAllister's numbers were. He was only 4 less
Yeah.
than a 304-pound defensive lineman on the
Yes.
bench. His 10-yard shuffle, 1.84, 20-yard shuffle, 3 seconds flat, 40-yard dash, 5.09, 3-cone drill, 8 seconds, vertical jump, 26 and a half inches, broad jump, 8 feet, hand measurement, 9 inches, kind of smallish hands there. Arm measurement, 32 and a quarter inches, wingspan, 77 and 5/8 inches. Obviously, stock up because he didn't have really a chance to do much at the combine, Chris. But does he get drafted?
I don't know that we've seen enough of a body of work out of him to say yes. I think he's got the ability to possibly be in that seventh round area where somebody takes a flyer. Um, I'm not as set on him as a undrafted free agent as I am Pele Giotti. I think that somebody may take a flyer on Vincent, but I think it's probably unlikely.
Okay. Let's go here next. This is always fun to do. Let's talk about CJ Stroud.
Okay.
Um,
Can you
is
go
it
up from number one?
can you get any higher? All right.
Yeah, exactly. Because
So
that pro day was just a continuation of what we saw at the combine.
does he go to Carolina at 1? Is that gonna happen?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Is it a
Carolina's
done
all over
deal?
this kid. I think so. Carolina was all over him when they came to the pro day. They met with him before and after the pro day. They, they sent their entire staff. The team owner, the team coach, and the general manager were all there to watch him.
Yeah, but then the very next day they were at Alabama's pro day too.
They
All of them.
were, but you know what? I think I think CJ is by far the superior passer. I think that he solidified himself as the number one pick. I don't think there's any question who the best quarterback in this draft is. I don't care what Bryce Young thinks. Uh, CJ Stroud is hands down the number one, and he proved it.
I love what CJ called himself. I'm a ball placement specialist.
Yes, and he
He,
is.
he coined that phrase, right? You know, all those scouts are going to start using that now, you
Yeah,
know?
Mel Kiper is
Absolutely.
going to be talking about it next week. You know.
Yeah, of course, right? They're gonna act like it's their own. All right, Luke Whippler. He didn't do any of the drills, although he ran. He did snap the ball and he did some offensive line work. Sounds like about the same, if anything. Didn't hurt himself.
I thought he did enough to maybe move up a little bit from what I was hearing the grumblings as I was watching some of the so-called experts. I think he's moved up a little bit. I think he's probably either the first or second center off the board, depending on if somebody goes ahead and takes the kid out of Wisconsin as the top center. If that's the case, Whipler will go second. Um, yeah, Whipler I think is going to be Whipler. Very honestly, could end up with the Texans as well. I think with that second round pick, I think that's a very likely possibility.
Okay. Let's go up to Larry, or not Larry, gosh, Larry Johnson Jr., Paris Johnson Jr. Again, didn't really run any of the drills. However, he did run offensive drills,
Mhm.
as far as, the offensive line blocking drills. Sounds like he looked really good, looked lean, fast, quick, everything that you want in an offensive lineman. Stock up on him.
I just want to give a shout out here to our friend Justin Fields and let him know help is on the way. Let me
Uh,
tell you right now, Paris is going to be the number one tackle off the board. He's coming to Chicago with number 9. I'm telling you now, that's what's going to happen.
Boy, I love your confidence when you make these picks, man.